Party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your main man, Uncle Freezie. Um, have some thoughts on my mind, some things that I want to talk to you about really quickly. Won't be here for a long time, but we'll be here for a good time. Hopefully. Hopefully. So let me get some things set here. I'm gonna turn this camera off so I won't have to worry about that. Right. And I have a few things that I want to say to everybody. First of all, it's good to be back. Had a lot of things going on personally, but here we are. Here we are. So I have this thought. I have this thought, right? I have this thought on my mind as I was going to the fridge. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was going to the fridge to get a drink of water, and a thought crossed my mind. What is too much to ask, and what is out of the realm of possibility, right? So, what is too much to ask, and what is out of the realm of possibility? So, instead of trying to break down both in say 30 minutes or less, what I'll do is I'll take on one part right now, and then I'll take on the other part on a live stream tomorrow or at 10 o'clock at 10 a.m. on the next morning drive. Right. So the ask part of it, um, the ask versus what we were paid, I'll address that on the next morning drive, and I'll just touch briefly on what's out of the realm of possibility, and ask a few questions. All right. So first, I'll admit the Mets loss to the Padres really hurt. Okay. And what does that have to do with the Knicks? Hmm. Hmm. They kind of go hand in hand. All right. But it makes me wonder where the blue and orange ranks historically, right? I'll save that Mets portion for another day because I really, really, really want to just speak to the Knicks part and what is out of the realm of possibility for the Knicks. Even though the Mets part, losing to the Padres, stirred up these things in me about the Knicks and what can be expected, what we ask, what we've gotten, all those things. There are too many things. There are too many questions to answer here at once. I'm just gonna speak briefly about a thought that I think a lot of you may have. Just off the rip, I'll ask this: is it out of the realm of possibility to ask the Knicks to try to win 50 games? And I'm not asking because I know the Knicks are expecting to win 50 games. They're probably not. They're probably just wanting to take one game at a time, just like most people. Just take one day at a time, one day at a time. Because Lord knows the Knicks are not expecting a 50-win season, right? But as a favor to a long-suffering Knicks fan, can you just do me a solid? Just Knicks, just do me a solid. Can you win 50 games this year? And listen, if there are any other long-suffering Knicks fans in the building, nod your head. If there are any other Long suffering Knicks fans in the building, nod your hand, nod your head, nod your head if you feeling me. If you feel like that's not um an impossible ask. Now, is it impossible for them to return it? We don't know, but I'm not asking for the Knicks to go on a rampage and win 57 games. All I'm asking is to try to win 50. And I know some people will say this is not a 50-win team, Uncle Freezie, blah, blah, blah. Listen, I get it. But what I'm asking is to try to win 50 games for your mans, right? Just try to win 50 games for your mans. You know what I'm saying? Try to do that for us because we've been supporting you for a long time. And listen, we feel like, and I feel like it's not a impossible or inappropriate ask of me to ask you, the Knicks, to try to win 50 games. And if you feeling me, nod your head, right? But if you in distress about this, blink 2 times if you're in distress so we can send help your way. Right? Right? If what I said just now, you know what? Let me turn it. I'm gonna turn the camera on so I can connect with my people, man. Because I ain't been with y'all in a minute. So I'm gonna turn this camera back on. Right? Man, look at all my people. Oh man. Look at all my people in the chat, man. I miss y'all, man. I miss y'all, man. Y'all have no idea how much I love y'all. I miss y'all, man. D'Angelo in the building. D'Angelo says 50 is a stretch. Nah, D'Angelo, no, that's not what I'm asking them. That's not my ask. My ask is not to win 50 games. My ask is to try to win 50 games. And it's a difference. There's a difference. You know what I mean? There's a difference, man. I see y'all. King Poppy, what's good, man? I miss y'all, brother. I'm definitely trying to get back on schedule, rocking and rolling 10 a.m. this morning. Or 10 a.m. ish. 10 a.m. ish. But let me get back to this. Let me get back to this thing. Let me get back to this thing, man. I got a thought, man. I just want to get this thought out. I didn't want to try to carry it over into the week. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to I have this thought on my mind, and y'all know I think deeply about y'all and y'all fandom because I think deeply about my Knicks fandom and how I approach it. And I know we all approach it different ways, but that's a different topic for a different day. But I wanted to address this topic because I didn't want to try to carry this topic into the week and then break it down into separate segments and things, and then maybe what I'm looking to convey and what I'm looking to and what I'm asking of myself, of you guys, and of the Knicks gets lost in translation and in arguments. And we don't want to have that, man. All I want to do is express this linear thought that's not really so linear. I just want to take this. Basically, what I want to do is parse participles, right? I want to take this particular thing. I want to take this particular thing and share it and see and let you guys know how I've been feeling. Right? I'm just gonna parse participles for a little bit because I know when the week starts, when passions get going and when people get lathered up, regardless what we say, it all comes down to passion. I don't want to get in that space right now. I want to put a thought out there, share a thought with you guys, and have you in exchange thoughts with you on a what kind of level would it be? not an emotional level because we do that all the time, but maybe on a more thoughtful, maybe on a more thoughtful mental level with the Knicks fandom. Yeah, man, I appreciate all y'all prayers and support, man. But let me say this. So the Knicks are like a friend. Believe me, the Knicks basketball is is like a friend. It's been like a comforter. It's been like a confidant. It's been a friend. You know what I'm saying? And I've been around a long time, right? I've been a long time. And for the analytics people out there, I got something for the analytics people. So for the analytics people out there, I've been a Knicks fan about 95.8% of my life. Something for the numbers people. So the analytics department can stay busy. I've been a Knicks fan for about 95% of my life. I've been a Knicks fan, right? So you're welcome to the analytics department. Now you have something to work on. But let me go back. Let me say this, man. Um, how I know the Knicks are a friend and a confidant and maybe even a relative is I was showering one night, just in the shower, and I heard a song. I heard a song. I don't know if it was the radio or the TV or whatever, but I was showering, get ready to go out with this girl one night, and I know what you guys are saying. Like, dang, Uncle Freezie, you only shower on Saturdays? Man, I try to shower other days too. But here's the thing. So the song I never forget. It said the song was like, "Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant." And then it went on to say something about if you threw a party and something, and y'all get the gist of it, right? But the gist of the song, the gist of the song was like, "Thank you for being a friend," right? Right. What I'm saying about the Knicks is if the Knicks are a pal, a friend, a confidant, I think it's okay to ask the Knicks for a favor. I think it's okay to ask the Knicks for a favor. You ask your friends for favors, bro. And your friends have asked you for favors as well, right? Right? And the favor thing from a friend goes as far back as man, blind dates, cheating on quizzes, even borrowing your brother clothes. Some people might even say asking for a favor from your friend is American, right? It's American. This is American as apple pie. Asking your friend for a favor, right? So I'm asking the Knicks to try to win 50 games, right? And I know what y'all are saying, and I get it. 50 wins with no chip or no hot young stud out of the lottery gets the Knicks nothing in the grand scheme of things, right? However, no chip, no lotto stud, no great moments, or gets us closer to it. Only gets us closer to this thing that is the inevitable, right? Y'all get it. No chip, no 50 win season, no lotto stud, no great moments. all that does is gets us closer to what we know is inevitable. And no, I'm not talking about Thanos, right? I'm not talking about Thanos. Though, man, a finger snap to vanish half this roster to get a megastar, I think I might be down. If I could get some magic glove to snap and vamoose half this roster to get a megastar, I'm all for it. Right? Right? But let me tell you why asking for 50 wins is not an impossible ask. Let me tell you why 50 wins is not out of the realm of possibility. Back to the beginning of when we were parsing participles, when I mentioned all those things, and I picked out one particular thing to speak to you guys in the middle of the night about. Why 50 wins is not an impossible task and should not be an or shouldn't be an unreasonable ask, right? Because this team, first of all, this team at its base is probably a 40 win team. You guys are going to have your range. Somewhere, all of you guys, everybody in this chat is going to say that their range is somewhere between 40 wins and 47 wins. Everybody in this chat is going to say, "Hey, Uncle Freezie, 50 wins is crazy. I only have the Knicks winning 40, fill in the blank." Right? So I'm asking the Knicks to try to win 50 games. So if your number is somewhere in the 40s right now, but before you clicked on this, before you came along for this magic carpet ride that we call um a thought from Uncle Freezie, you probably already had a number you subscribe to, whether it's 42, 45, 48, whatever the number is. So when I say I'm going to ask the Knicks to try to win 50 games, that should not seem unreasonable or out of the realm of possibility. It should be in the realm of possibility, but a stretch. Right? It should be within the realm of possibility. I'm sorry, right outside of the realm of possibility, but we should be able to stretch for it. It's like it's like when somebody robs somebody of a home run, goes over the fence and picks something or something like that. Stretch Armstrong. That's all. I don't know. So here is I have a couple of thoughts about what the Knicks are right now and why this works. At the moment, the Knicks are a very competitive team that plays hard every night. So on some nights, we're going to catch teams on the back end of a back to back, and we're just going to win games because they may have more talent, but we're just going to play harder than them. I believe that's a strong possibility. I can't say it's a fact. I think it's a strong possibility. I also believe that this team is going to have a very tough defensive mindset. And so teams that play offense only are going to struggle with us. So here is what we're not. The Knicks are not star heavy. The Knicks don't have stars, so we can't skate. We can't glide. You know what I'm saying? We can't float our way to 50 games. Okay. So we can't get on the back of a megastar and have him take us on a magic carpet ride for say 7, 8, 9, 10 games in a row because he got hot. That's not gonna happen. The Knicks are also not a championship contender. So we hadn't contended for championships in the recent past. So we don't have the experience that we can lean on to get us through the lean times. I know I use the same word twice there in different contexts, but so we don't have the championship experience as a crutch, right? For what happens through the tough times. And we are also not a piece away from getting that chip or that superstar. But here is why I say, Knicks, my friend, try to win 50 games. Just try. Try to win 50 games. For me, it's your man, Uncle Freezie. I'm your man's. We rock steady, roll ready. You know how it is. You know what it is. We from them same streets, them same alleys. You know what I'm saying? Them same side streets. You know what I'm saying? I've been talking Knicks. I remember talking Knicks, running with my book bag bouncing, running up Van Cleef, turning on Armstrong. You know what I'm saying? Running down to Ocean Ave to hear the old timers talk about the Knicks, right? So first, anything is possible, or is it? See, anything is possible. Always, anything is possible is always a mantra when it comes to other teams. But when it comes to the Knicks, we don't embrace that, right? But here's why I ask if we should be if if you could win these 50 games for me. Should we be content as a middle manager? Should we be content as a middle manager? Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what middle manager is. Should we be content when you go to McDonald's and that one guy that's only one level above the cashiers? Should we be that guy? Y'all know not the region manager, not the region manager. I'm just talking about like, should we be content as that middle manager person? Is being a 6 or 7 on a scale of 1 to 10? Is being a 6 or 7 with no upside better than being a 4 with a lot of potential? Right. And if you are deliberating with both of those options, you should strongly consider, who are we after all? Are we the 4 with potential? Are we the 6 or 7 with no upside? Ultimately, ultimately, why I ask my friend the Knicks to try to win 50 games is this: because it sends a message to the league that you are a trier. You are a trier. You're trying to do something. You just need help. So, Knicks, thank you for being a friend. Thank you for being a friend, Knicks. Justin DW in the building says, Justin DW, thank you for the generous contribution. Justin DW says, loving how the team looks, seeing how having a true PG instead of Burks changed the whole dynamic of the team. But who becomes our go-to guy and star? We're definitely going to answer that this week. We're definitely going to answer that this week. But I don't have the J Dub. I don't have the answer for you tonight. But I'll definitely have it. We'll definitely come to the conclusion. We'll work on an answer for that together, brother. All right, thank y'all for hanging out. It's been your main man's Uncle Freezie, asking the Knicks to try to win 50 games. Try. It's a lot. It's a big ask. But a closed mouth doesn't get fed. Bim.